Okay, we seriously need to talk about what's going on between JoJo Siwa and Chris Hughes. Are they dating? Are they trolling? Is this just for clout? Or are we witnessing a slow-motion hard launch in real time? Because from what the internet's seen lately, cuddling in bed, forehead kisses, Instagram overload, and a trip to Mexico that definitely involved a kiss, this is not just deep friendship behavior. But here's the kicker. They both keep denying they're in a romantic relationship, even though the entire internet thinks otherwise. So what's really going on? Let's break it all down. JoJo Siwa and Chris Hughes first got close during their time on Celebrity Big Brother UK back in April. Fans immediately noticed their chemistry. It was impossible to ignore. From flirty banter to emotional support, the bond was strong. But once the show ended, things exploded. JoJo broke up with her then-girlfriend, Kath, right after the wrap party. And Kath didn't hold back. She claimed she was blindsided and blamed Chris for the split.
Many reasons why my breakup happened. Christopher is not one of them. And I actually told this to Kath, I was like, maybe it would be easier if he was. But he is not one of them. So if you're gonna share the story, share the story.
The romantic side of the speculation, it paints this picture of like infidelity and paints you as a villain.
Don't paint it out to look like I cheated on you with him, because I did not. I will nail my feet into the ground and I will stand on that ground. I did not, I would not, and I have not. You know what I mean?
Were you presented with doubts about your actions in the house with Chris?
No.
Okay.
No, because I straight up said, what are your boundaries?
At no time am I watching you and Chris and wondering
like
if you're seriously having a thing with this guy, or if you know, like I know who you are.
Our bond is beautiful, but our bond is what you saw.
JoJo, however, denied that Chris had anything to do with the breakup. In fact, she addressed it publicly, saying, "There are so many reasons why my breakup happened. Christopher is not one of them. I wish he was. Then maybe it'd be easier. But he's not. I did not cheat. I would not cheat, and I have not cheated." She doubled down, saying she even asked Kath what her boundaries were in the house and made it clear that there was no betrayal. But even with that explanation, fans still weren't buying it. Fast forward to today, and JoJo and Chris are posting very intimate content online. We're talking bed selfies, forehead kisses, and captions that sound like they're ripped straight from a Nicholas Sparks novel. Still, both of them continue to insist. They're just best friends. JoJo has even referred to Chris as her soulmate, but when asked directly if there was something more, she gave an answer that left everyone scratching their heads.
At what point did you realize that your feelings for Chris might be more than friends?
Great question. Phenomenal question. It's a really good question you have there. Can I be honest? Loads of different times on different levels. I'm very, very happy with where we are currently, obviously. Very, very, I mean, it literally smile every single second of every single day now. But one of my personal biggest frustrations in my life right now is that I actually don't know. I genuinely don't know, and I've spoken to him about it, I've spoken to my mom about it. I don't know the moment that it was never like a light switch happened. It just, you know what I mean? And so yeah, I genuinely don't know.
That's okay.
It's serendipity.
We love Chris!
In an interview, someone asked, "At what point did you realize your favorite person might be more than just a friend?" And JoJo replied, "Great question. Really great question. Honestly, loads of different times on different levels. I'm very happy with where we are right now, but I don't know the moment it shifted. There was no light switch. That sounds like someone deep in their feels, not someone casually describing a friendship." Chris was also asked about their relationship during an interview, and his response, honestly, just as cryptic, but also just as emotional. "JoJo is my favorite person. I could talk about her endlessly. I literally miss her when she's gone. I get stomach rumbles from separation anxiety. It's bad." Stomach rumbles? For a friend? And guess what? Chris has also been spotted attending multiple stops on JoJo's tour, cheering her on in the crowd, acting like the proudest plus one ever.
On her cheek.
The internet is not convinced this is platonic. Naturally, people on social media are divided. Some are 100% convinced this is a slow burn hard launch. Forehead kisses in bed? That's not friendship. That's a relationship. This was not on my 2025 bingo card. It's giving couple, not clout. Others think it's pure PR chaos. If they're not together, why are they doing all this? This is peak attention seeking. They keep dodging the question because they know the mystery keeps people talking. Some fans are frustrated, feeling like JoJo and Chris are playing games. One comment said it best. The question was, are you together? Not. Is she your favorite human? Still, the most generous read is that maybe even they don't know where they stand. Maybe it's complicated, maybe it's evolving, maybe it's undefined. Another layer of drama? The age gap. Chris is 32, JoJo just turned 22. And that's not sitting right with everyone. Critics are questioning how someone known for Love Island, a very adult, very drama-heavy reality show, ended up wrapped up in JoJo's world of glitter, rainbows, and high-energy kidcore vibes. Even Trisha Paytas reacted in real time on her podcast when she realized Chris was that Chris from Love Island. She recalled loving his past relationship from the show and was shocked to now see him with JoJo. His ex from Love Island was hot, smart, and super witty. And now, he's with JoJo Siwa? It's just wild. So now, the cloud-chasing accusations are coming in hard. Some fans believe both JoJo and Chris are milking this attention, but others specifically point fingers at Chris. People are saying he's using JoJo's massive online presence and loyal fan base to stay relevant post-Love Island. And considering how strategic some reality stars are about staying in the spotlight, it's not that far-fetched, especially when you consider that Chris hasn't had this much public attention in years. Meanwhile, JoJo is constantly trending, and this new dynamic with Chris has people talking. At the end of the day, JoJo and Chris are either in a very new, undefined relationship and still figuring things out, best friends with unusually affectionate habits, fully trolling the internet to stay relevant and rake in the engagement, or some chaotic mix of all three. Regardless, the one thing everyone agrees on is this: if they're going to act like a couple, post like a couple, kiss like a couple, and tour like a couple, maybe they should just say they're a couple. Because the mystery isn't just fueling interest, it's starting to frustrate fans. So, what do you think? Is this the most confusing hard launch of 2025? Are they in love, in denial, or just influencers doing what influencers do best? Keeping us guessing? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more celebrity tea. Because something tells me this JoJo and Chris saga is far from over.